The Clemson Tigers have landed their first recruit of the 2026 class, Tait Reynolds, a quarterback. Out of Queen Creek, Arizona, a Phoenix suburb over near Mesa. He's 6'2", 210, and a 3-star with according to the 24/7 composite, that's a .8832 rating. Clemson beat out Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and Miami, as well as plenty of others like Florida State, Tennessee, Oregon, and Washington for his services. Even though only a 3-star on the composite, a lot of strong offers. Hasn't been playing football long. That's sort of the rub here, is he's very, very raw. David Hood over at TigerNet had an awesome interview with him, got a lot of great quotes. Here's one of them. This is from Tait Reynolds. "I just realized how raw I am. I am just an athlete, but there's so many things I can improve on and get better. I learned those things, and I've got a QB coach now, and I've been working on a lot." He continued, "I'm super fast. I can run. They, being Clemson, love that about me." And that's certainly the case. I watched his film, really his highlights. He only played 6 games as a freshman. He only just completed his sophomore season. So you would expect him to look fairly raw, not playing football very long, just a year and a half. And the stats showed that, right? He only had a 54.2% completion percentage, over 264 pass attempts. So that's not great. 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's not great. But when you watch the highlights, you see the upside, and it's pretty mind blowing. I mean, his speed and power as a runner helped him collect 17 rushing touchdowns and 631 rushing yards. Just elite runner. Certainly reminds you of other elite running quarterbacks, but he's got the arm strength. He could zip it in a tight window, so you could see the upside. Obviously, some more development, but he's got 2 more years of college. And then I think he's a guy you don't necessarily expect to start immediately when he gets to Clemson. So some interesting comps for you. Garrett Riley told Tait Reynolds that he looks like Jalen Hurts a little bit. And of course, Tait Reynolds liked that. He said, quote, "That pumps me up because I love that guy." So that's one comp. I think as I kind of broke it down, a couple guys that came to mind for me, Kelly Bryant, similar recruit, .8808, 3-star. Obviously, he's from South Carolina, not Arizona, but that's maybe kind of the lower end of what he could be. Maybe Tyson Pumashon's maybe the very, very low end of what he could be. I think Jalen Milroe, obviously older now. Jalen Milroe is older and is a very physical runner. Not that much bigger as a recruit. They were the same size in terms of height, 6'2", and just build and how muscular they are/were. So I think Jalen Milroe is a good comp. I think you can see Tait Reynolds be a runner and perhaps a better passer than Milroe was or maybe will be. I think Jalen Hurts at Alabama is maybe a reasonable comp. If you can get to Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma, that's maybe the highest upside that you're really hoping for. Here were some other comps that folks gave online: Dak Prescott and Eric Dungy. Eric Dungy from Syracuse, a guy I totally forgot about. Boy, he was a handful. Hated playing against him. But that kind of running threat who can also kind of have the moxie to come through with a big pass here and there, that fits, right? I like that, and credit there on the tweet, because that one wasn't mine. Now let's take a look here. This is a chart I made that shows eligibility of Clemson's quarterback pipeline. Of course, guys could leave early, like Cade Klubnik. He could go off, have an outstanding year, and go to the NFL early. But this is based on eligibility, assuming no redshirts that haven't been taken already. So you have Klubnik for 2024, the upcoming season, and 2025. Vizina redshirted already, so he's got 4 full years remaining. So that would take him all the way through the 2027 season. Trent Pierman is a year. He also redshirted, but he's a year ahead of Vizina. So he's got 3 years of eligibility left. Now, Tait Reynolds doesn't come in until 2026. So in 2025, you have Blake Hebert. He comes in. He's a guy, I loved his highlights as well. Thought he was a very impressive passer, not at all the runner that Tait Reynolds is. 2 very different prospects there. But you have Hebert coming in next year, who will start to challenge Pierman, Vizina to move up the depth chart there. Obviously, guys could transfer out if they get passed up, as we saw when Trevor Lawrence came in, passed a lot of guys, and a lot of guys transferred out. Very well could be the case. If Pierman or Hebert passes Vizina, you could see guys leave there. But then Tait Reynolds is sort of the last or the furthest out guy. He won't be here this year. He won't be here next year in 2025 either. 2026, he comes in as a true freshman. So this is a long term. He may not be contributing for 3, 4, maybe even 5 seasons, right? I would think maybe more like 4 seasons, something like that. But I think he's a guy you're dreaming on the upside. Obviously, there's a chance it doesn't work out, but you like the upside move. Another comp that comes to mind for me, Max Duggan, a guy who can run it, has the moxie, the guts to make the big throws, the arm strength, that sort of thing, and just sort of fits in the Garrett Riley offense. So getting guys that actually fit his offense is exciting. And then this is all not even mentioning that Tait Reynolds is a 9 out of 10 on perfect games ratings. He doesn't have much high school, many high school stats to go on right now, but big time baseball recruit too. So outfielder, maybe he can come in and contribute there. I don't know how feasible it is these days with all the time commitment that goes into it to do what Kyle Parker did and be a legit starting quarterback and a very, very good starting outfielder on the baseball team. I don't know how feasible that still is. Maybe, during his redshirt year and a year, maybe even 2 years, something like that, while he's not really playing a lot. But once he's getting to the point where he's competing for a starting job, I don't know that you can play baseball too and be the starting quarterback anymore. We'll see. But either way, this is a win for the baseball team. He's going to use that football scholarship. He's going to play baseball where they're super limited to 11.7 scholarships, which is a ridiculous thing that they do. The NCAA does. But nonetheless, you get to use that football scholarship, have him go play baseball. Hopefully he contributes there for a year or two in a big way, and then is contributing to the football team in a big way for 2-3 years after that. And maybe perhaps they overlap. But I think overall, this is a little, it's all the way in 2026. Who knows how he'll develop in high school, if he'll stay healthy. But love the upside. I think it's an exciting prospect. And so one to be excited about. As always, please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Leave your comments leave your comments below on this video. I'm curious what comps come to mind for you. Let us know in the comments. Love to hear them and interact with you there. As always, go Tigers. If you enjoyed this video, you can help the channel grow in a couple ways. Like the video and leave a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're a pet owner and you live in the upstate, I want to tell you about Ready Vets. Ready Vets offers immediate walk-in care when your pet can't wait. Owned by 2 Clemson alumni, they're open 7 days per week until 10 p.m. They're located in Taylors, just over 10 miles from downtown Greenville and the Woodruff Road shopping district. Save them in your phone in case you ever need them.